Here we are at the Auckland Domain for another episode of We Are Auckland, and today we're at the Lantern Festival. This festival has been going for over 17 years and it's a celebration of the Chinese culture and the Chinese New Year. It actually signifies the end of the Chinese New Year, and the lighting of the lanterns signifies the release of bad energy and everything negative. And it's all about goodness and prosperity with the Lantern Festival. So we're here at the Lantern Festival. Minister for Māori Development, Nanaia Mahuta. Tēnā koe.
Kia ora, kia ora.
I do remember your name, by the way, yeah. Look, we're at this wonderful festival. It's to celebrate the Chinese New Year. Are Māori participating to the fullest with our biggest trading partner, China? And what are some examples of that?
Yeah, look, I think that New Zealand's becoming a lot more diverse and that the relationship with Asia is becoming more important. Māori are participating in the export economy and the fisheries industry, primary sector pretty well. And also we offer a lot of tourism, domestic tourism opportunities where we have a lot of Asian visitors who want to experience what New Zealand has to offer. So, you know, these are changing times. We're a part of the global community as Māori, and the fact that we have such a large event in Auckland just shows how diverse New Zealand is becoming and where the Asian population is starting to really make an impression on our country as well.
How important are events like this that celebrate diversity?
Well, we're here in Tamaki Makaurau, Tamaki Here Here o Ngā Waka e. It's a place where all historically our waka have come and visited. Just up on the hill there's Pukekawa, where my tupuna Pōtatau lived, here at the Auckland Domain. The fact that we used to have this festival up by the university in Mount Albert Park, and now it's moved down to this venue is because it's grown and grown and grown. So it's a significant event for Auckland, and it's great to see a whole lot of Aucklanders turn out.
Do we do enough as far as diversity goes in Auckland, or can there be more that can be done? I mean, given that there are a lot of young people from different cultures who kind of find it hard to find their way in the world.
Yeah, look, we can always do more. I think when we show that we're a country that is tolerant, accepting of diversity, respectful of tangata whenua here in New Zealand, then we've certainly gotten to a different place. But when I think of my daughter who's just started school, her classroom is more diverse than ever before. She started at Kohanga Reo and now is looking at learning Mandarin because one of her friends is from China. So those are, you know, that just goes to show that our country is becoming more diverse.
Are festivals like this contributing financially and socially?
I think so. I mean, it definitely does a lot to promote different foods, culture, an appreciation of the arts. So I think it does add to the economy. It adds to our understanding again of the different parts of Asia that we have relationships with. Certainly for New Zealand, I think beyond China, there are a lot of relationships that we have with the Vietnamese, the Filipino community, people from Thailand, South Korea. You know, these are all places where now in New Zealand you could pretty much all see in every main city.
It must make you feel pretty proud to be a New Zealander when you can come to an event like this that does showcase that diversity.
Yeah, look, I'm proud to be Māori, and the fact that more and more as new migrants come to New Zealand, they want to learn about this country, tangata whenua, the Treaty of Waitangi, and how we can build a stronger relationship, certainly recognising our bicultural origins, and that makes, in my mind, for a better multicultural New Zealand.
Okay, Eric Ngan, the event producer of this wonderful event. Here we are at the Lantern Festival. Eric, you've been involved with this event for many years. What's the history of this event? How did it start and why has it turned into such a huge event?
Yeah, hey, big questions. We'll start off with something simple. It started in 2000, and this was with the impetus from the Asia New Zealand Foundation, which is a sort of quasi-government entity developed over 25 years ago to develop stronger relationships between China and New Zealand. And they thought a festival showcasing culture would be a really good way to do that. And so they decided on the Lantern Festival to be that vehicle. And basically it's a really photogenic festival, it's a really delicious tasting festival, and also it's you can enjoy something different every day. So for those reasons, it's been able to grow and grow and grow. And so when I build the festival now, I'm building this festival for 200,000 people over 4 nights.
Wow. Now, the Lantern Festival, there is a Lantern Festival in China. What's the similarities?
So the Lantern Festival, maybe overview is that it starts with Chinese New Year, and then 2 weeks later the Lantern Festival occurs, because that's the first full moon after Chinese New Year. So all of that fortnight period is known as the Lunar Festival or the Spring Festival in China. And so that's the holiday period. People go home for dinner, and it's known as the biggest mass migration of people in the world in terms of people going home to dinner in China to reunite with their families. Yeah. So the Lantern Festival is the culmination of that fortnight period.
How important is it to have festivals like this that celebrate diversity in Auckland?
It's probably not so useful to talk about the importance of it in terms of having that diversity. It's more about, I think, the fact that you're able to celebrate, and it's able to be shared, and through that, I guess, derives its own importance because people make it a priority in their calendar. But the importance is actually driven by the people that come to it. So this festival is nothing without the people coming to it, and the way we curate it is the fact that I lean heavily on the Auckland part of the title. So what is different about this Lantern Festival as opposed to the Hong Kong Lantern Festival or the Singapore Lantern Festival? This is the Auckland part of it, and so how do Aucklanders celebrate this aspect of Chinese culture?
Just looking at the amount of people that are here and the diverse cultures that are here, was that always part of the plan to encourage as many people from many different walks?
That is the fundamental beginning of it, which was to share Chinese culture with non-Chinese. And in that respect, I guess it's been successful. The audience that come are a really good cross-section of, not a cross-section, a reflection of Auckland. So 60% of the audience are non-Asian. And in that respect, which means this is one of the most diverse festivals audience-wise that we have in the country. And that sort of proves the fact that if you put on a festival that has got some, cultural integrity to it, that has got a bit of leaning towards the traditions and also a leaning towards the future, then you can actually almost have something for everyone. And also, like I alluded to earlier, it's a delicious festival because there's a whole lot of food here as well. And so the food part of it is a massive part of the Lunar New Year as well.
Here we are at the Lantern Festival with the Sharma family. Hi everyone.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
And you've been coming to the Lantern Festival for some years now?
Yeah, for almost 5 years now.
Wonderful. And what do you think about this festival?
Yeah, we think it's really cool. I mean, the kids really enjoy it over here. There's lots of activity for the kids and for the adults as well. We have some good time while they're having a good time.
How important is diversity in Auckland?
Oh, I think it's really important. I'm an Indian, so Diwali Mela is here, and then you have this Chinese festival as well. So I think it brings all the cultures together, and it's a really good podium for everybody to enjoy. So I think enjoyment brings everybody together, which is great. You can see a lot of people are from different ethnicity, so it's really good, and it's good to catch up with them. Some of my friends are already here, and they're having a good time.
And it's a good place to bring the family as well, I see. You've got the whole family here?
The whole family's here.
Wonderful. And do the kids like it as well?
Yeah, they like it. They just want to go to the ride, and they really enjoy the performances as well.
Wonderful.
So it's a good thing.
Yeah. And mum's here as well?
Hello. I enjoy this festival.
You enjoy it as
Yes.
well. Wonderful. So it's totally a family festival.
It is, definitely. Yeah, it's for everyone to enjoy.
What does that say about Auckland's diversity? Are we heading in the right direction?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. Like 5 years ago when I used to come, and it was actually in the CBD area, and now I can see that, you can see with the crowd building up, it's just growing every day. So that's really awesome.
So one of the most amazing things about coming to a festival like this is, of course, all the wonderful food. And we happen to have a couple of lovely young ladies here who are going to partake in some of this lovely food. What are you guys here for?
Dumplings.
Okay, now interesting, because there are so many vendors here also selling dumplings. Why have you decided to come to this particular store?
Because they're cheaper.
And it has a good queue.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're kind of judging by the number of people, and that's usually a good indication?
Yeah.
So one of the wonderful things about this festival are the wonderful artists that come to the Lantern Festival, and we're very privileged right now to have one of those artists, Jing. Hi, Jing.
Nice to meet you. Nice to everyone. Hi.
Now you've got an interesting instrument here. Tell us a little bit about this.
Okay, so this is erhu. This is a traditional Chinese instrument. It is just like a violin, but the difference thing is it only got two strings. Two strings.
Right.
Yeah, and here, this one is made from the horse tail. Yeah.
From horsetail, made from horsetail. Now
Yeah.
this is a traditional Chinese instrument.
Yeah.
Now, how far back does this instrument go? How far back in history does this instrument go?
Actually, I'm not really sure. Probably a couple of hundred years ago. Should be
Couple
longer than the
hundreds?
history of New Zealand.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
I totally agree. It probably it looks
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
very from an
Very
old time.
old time.
Look, you've just had a performance here
Yes.
at the Lantern Festival. What do you love about this festival?
Actually, because this is a Chinese, how do you say, festival? So it seems like the whole environment bring me back to China. Let me feel I'm still back in China. But here, the people around me are not. They're from everywhere. They are local people. They are international students. They are like tourists from everywhere. So yeah, the feeling is kind of, it's amazing. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Really enjoy it.
Now you are now living in New Zealand.
Yes.
How often how long have you been coming to the Lantern Festival?
Every year.
Every
Yeah,
year
have
since
to
you've
say.
been here.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And how lucky are we to have such a wonderful festival that celebrates not only the Chinese culture, but it also is very inclusive and involves everyone else from the Auckland community coming along to celebrate that culture. How lucky are we?
Yeah, it's very lucky. Yes, that's true.
We're here with David Seymour at the Lantern Festival. Hi, David.
Hi, how you going?
Not too bad. We're at the this festival actually signifies the end of the Chinese New Year.
Yeah,
So let's talk about diversity and how diverse this festival is. How important is it to celebrate diversity in Auckland?
Well, this is the modern New Zealand. We're all citizens of the world, we're globally connected, and it's awesome.
Great. And how about when we talk about diversity, can there be more that we can do to support diversity in our community?
Yeah, absolutely, but it can't be some big government project to like force people to be more diverse. Diversity is about actually everyone expressing and being themselves. So I don't think it's something we should be pushing. It's something that we should be allowing, and long may it continue.
Awesome. Quick fire questions.
Yeah.
What's your favourite Chinese food?
Oh, definitely dumplings and wontons, no question.
Okay, I'm going to get politically correct about this. What's your favourite Asian food?
Oh, well, look, I actually love the Japanese. I just love that salmon sashimi. It's so clean and healthy. I love that stuff, less so than the deep fried stuff. But look, I have to admit, it's a guilty pleasure. You know, those dumplings and wontons, a little bit deep fried, but a little bit goodness.
Nice.
Yeah.
Favourite Asian country?
Look, I think it's fair to have to choose. I spent a week in Japan, and I love Japan. I love how organised they were. It's sort of one of those places where everything just works, and that was very, very cool. But hey, look, I only been to 2 Asian countries, so I probably shouldn't judge too early. I really want to go to Vietnam. I know so many people going there, and the way that place is just taking off is awesome.
Interesting that you should say Japan. We were just speaking to Nanai Mahuta earlier this afternoon, and she said Japan as well. You weren't on the same trip, were you?
No, I hope not. Like, but it's a special day because I never realised I had anything in common with Nanai Mahuta.
There you go. Okay, the closest Asian country to New Zealand.
Well, that's a matter of definition. Some people say that New Zealand is now part of Asia, so maybe we don't have to go too far. But look, if you're testing me on geography, then I'm probably going to fail.
No, I'll rephrase it.
Yeah.
So the Asian country
Yeah.
that is closest to New Zealand people.
Oh, look, I think people have a lot of connections with Hong Kong and Singapore because they have a bit of shared history. They're both part of or have been part of the British Commonwealth at one point or another. And so, we've got a few more connections with them. But the truth is that New Zealand's now connecting with all of Asia. You only have to look at what the TPP's done, bringing so many more countries into trade links with Asia. And the one thing about trade is that when people start exchanging goods and services, they exchange ideas and cultures and friendships. And so I think trade is just such a big liberator for humanity that we should be encouraging more and more free trade across the Asian region.
So today on We Are Auckland, we're outside Northcote Library. We're about to go inside to celebrate the Lunar New Year Festival for 2018. So I'm excited to see all the different performances and the way the Chinese here at Northcote celebrate their culture.
我们这个叫歌友会，我们叫歌友会，是在一个。
The name of this club is a Singers Club.
我们好多人聚集在公园里，经常在那儿定时的练习唱歌、跳舞、打腰鼓。
And we get together in the Marlborough Park, in the regular basis, to get together, to dance, to sing, and also to play drum.
Okay.
So why is this important to you and to bring this culture into New Zealand?
这些活动有什么重要性没有？你把它带到纽西兰来。
我们想呢，把中国的传统文化，这都是非常典型的中国元素。我们想把这些中国的文化介绍给新西兰的朋友，介绍给全世界，让全世界更好的了解中国。另外呢，从中呢，我们自己也找到了快乐，也锻炼了身体。
And these are all the culture element of China. It has been lasted for thousands of years. The reason why we want to bring them to here in New Zealand, just try to let them to know Chinese better, and then we enjoy every bit of it.
So we're here with Enika at Northcote Library. So I hear you work most Sundays. So how does this Sunday differ?
Yeah, today we have a celebration of the Year of the Dog to celebrate Lunar New Year for our Northcote community. And so today you can see we have a lot of people coming to see some performances and joining in activities, all celebrating Chinese culture and also we, as Auckland Libraries, we like to welcome our local communities to use our spaces and to use them in the ways that work for them at their time and with their culture. So that's what we're hoping to have a great day today. And we're going to be having dancers, we're going to be having drummers, we're having watercolour demonstrations, clay modelling, lots to get involved in and lots to see.
So why Northcote? Why this library? Do you think there's such a hub for people to come and celebrate this new year?
Northcote has a lot of Chinese immigrants, lots of new migrants as well. So this celebration is a great way to welcome new migrants to our neighbourhood and to help them to acclimatise to Auckland and show them that Auckland and Auckland Libraries are extremely welcoming and that this is a place they can come to fulfil community needs and their information needs.
Perfect. And have you been here previous years? Have you been celebrating this new year?
Yes, we've been celebrating Lunar New Year at Northcote Libraries and at Auckland Libraries for many years now, and we always have a good turnout for these events. In Northcote we have a high population of Chinese and they're very, very involved in the community, and we love having them here.
Spanish, we just have so many Chinese dancing before, so we would like to making more multi-dance, and make more fun, and not only the Chinese dance, it's quite boring always the Chinese dance. So we try the India dance, and another one is the Spanish dancing. So make sure everybody can see different cultures and different dances.
And how did you learn how to dance like in the Spanish style?
Oh, actually, we just learn from YouTube. Yeah, because we are all dancing lover, so we like dancing, and we look at the search and the YouTube and find this dance is quite nice. Like we just can we get together and learn the dance? We just learn by ourselves. We are not a professional dancer actually.
Wow.
Yeah, so we just do our best.
And why do you celebrate the New Year festival here?
Every year we normally the celebration our Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is the most important festivals for Chinese. Yeah. So, but we just want to bring our cultures to the New Zealand and make a contribution, our beauties, our happiness, and lovers of the life, then to the New Zealand, so we can performance and let other New Zealanders can enjoy our life and happy life as well.
Wow,
so this is our purpose and our aiming. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So I understand you speak Russian as well.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
听说你以前是这个俄文的大学生，是南开大学的教授，你可不可以说点俄文来问候他们啊
？S Novem Godam， 新年快乐。
Happy New Year。再说一遍呢
？S Novem Godam。
Snowing Golden. That's Happy New Year in Russian.
So May, you're the event organizer here at Northcote Library for this event.
Yeah, this is my first time at Northcote. Normally I was working in Glenville. So I said I need to bring something to celebrate Chinese New Year to let all the people know what is Chinese New Year. So that's why I started for the Northcote first. This is my first time at Northcote Library.
And how's it been? We've just finished. We've seen some beautiful performances.
I know. And they told me this unexpected. They thought they cannot manage this perfect. Everybody excited. And it's totally different. They focus on everything. They are happy. We are happy. Yes, that's true.
So why is it so important to bring your culture to New Zealand, to Northcote?
Oh, do you know that New Zealand is multicultural? So I wanted to know now Chinese people is more population here. So I think we have beautiful Chinese culture in the whole world. So I wanted to bring something not from dancing, so you learn about the Chinese culture. And so we have doing some the kids doing some later they make a Latin, make some envelope. That means on Chinese everything's red. So I want to see that is a happy year and so we call spring year. So that's why I think we need older people understand what means Chinese culture. Yeah.
And has it been busy? How's it been organizing this event?
Not really, because I was organized many times. But I'm just see how many people to turn on, and I know they are nervous, I'm nervous, and the people worry about people, they know that they're happy, the noises. I think look like today, everybody happy the noises. They don't mind it's too noisy in the library. Yes.
No, everybody seemed to have a great time.
I know, even me and everyone asked, they say, oh, we're so happy and we don't know, that's so exciting and very successful. Yeah, thanks.
Great way to start the new year.
Sorry?
Great way to start the new year.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so
Perfect.
much.
Thank you very much, Tommy, and thank you, everyone. Thank you. And 新年快乐, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Chinese means 新年快乐. 新年快乐.
新年快乐.
Good. Thank you.